Hello YouTube. So looking at the next steps for the project that I'm doing with Streamlit, honestly, I'm not exactly sure what I want to build. Let's look at it right quick. So we have our login page, and I think it is JLin ABC for the password, and it takes us to this right here. So I'm looking at some stuff. I got some plans and everything, but we need to move on to the next step and before digging into a rabbit hole. So let's get started with making this a single page application. And I'm just going to develop this locally and then do a git push, and then I'll go into the server and do a git pull. What we have going on here, by the way, so we have our login thing. Okay, main application. So I guess within this main application is where we need to make our custom thing. Main application right here. I guess we could have like a session state. We already have a session state for logged in. This is just what I'm seeing right now. If we were to like actually copy this and put it up here and get my spacing correct. But we did like about page. Then we would have the about function run. Else we just have the welcome page. And then we take this down here, make another definition. We have welcome. And then this is what welcome will do. It will just be like, welcome to the app, you're now logged in, da 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 da. Then we have a definition called about. And then is this going to be like kind of the same thing? But we're going to be like about our application. Our app. So I'm going to put a navigation here. Have an ST button. If ST button about and then it's going to be like this, kind of like this, exact same thing as like logging in. Oh, we can do it like that. Session state about is true. And yeah, we'll do the same thing here where we initialize it. And then we'll force a rerun. else. Session state out. I don't know if I need to do this or not. We're just kind of playing around right here. We'll do this here. Let's copy and paste this. If about initialize it, so there we go. So it's not like, oh, can't find this variable or whatever. Okay. Let's see what happens. Oh, we need a terminal here. Okay. We need to do source in bin activate. Oh, and then what do we run again? I think it was a Streamlit run app, if I remember correctly. Control Shift V. Go look at this. Oh, log in. ABC. We need a okay. Yeah, I guess that's the thing I didn't do. We actually need like a button to be on here. Okay. So let's see here. Oh, I see. Okay, we just need to run this nav right here. There we go. Inside the main app. Okay, so here's the about button right here. It didn't work. But let's see if that actually did work. If we go to our developer tools, need to see storage, local storage. Actually, where would that stuff be? Session storage. Okay, so it doesn't put it in your local client? ST session state. So it seems like it's putting it's kind of inside its application here. It's not going inside the browser. There might be something else that would do that though. All right, let's check through the logic here. And I thought we didn't have it up here, right? I need an event listener for this button. I'm assuming that it is putting an event listener on here when we do this. That's what I don't exactly know. I'd like to make sure that's always on there. With this one, so if we were to do on click here, an optional callback involved when this button is clicked, and I would like to do it where, not this way, but just to make it very apparent, if we had an ST button called about, and it had crap. I hate when that happens. One click. It'll run this thing. Let's see, toggle about. Could I do, I kind of forgot how to do this. That might be the JavaScript way of doing it. Like that. Maybe like this. Right, not st session state about. So it will switch it to not be that. And when we do this, we will put this in here when we click it. And then also we need to make sure that we do this too. And then we can get rid of this. So here we go. This gives us our button that we want. Let's see if that does it. Also, I would like to also put some stuff in like print. Let's just make sure it's working. I guess is the only way we can make sure it's working actually, since we can't see it in the browser's local storage. Oh man. Okay. I'll do an f string about. Okay. Should automatically restart everything. Oh, back is a no. Oh, we can't do. We're not allowed to do that. Okay. Well, okay. I'll get rid of that. Looked like it worked though. Boom. A little complicated just for something so simple, right? But I feel I see some potential here using these toggle right here, and we can have these are be like our toggle navigation switches. And then our these will be our little components for the UI, and then the main render thing, appropriate view. So I have a feeling like you could probably just use if statements for all this, but I want to do one more thing to make sure this is good in the navigation right here. If st session about, meaning it is toggled, then we'll have this button here. Home. Else we'll have it called about. I'm going to do an else if right here. Yeah, this might become dangerous. This might become dangerous. I'm gonna also make sure that this is home. There we go. We're gonna rename it home instead of welcome. Now we have another variable that we need to keep track of. And then we'll have our final one. And yeah, it would still just do home right here. Okay. We probably don't need home right now, but that's okay. Can we do 2 of these? So it's like this. Toggle home. Now we have it where it might not line up. What happens if home and about are true at the same time? It's a potential danger right here. Of course, it will always load about because that's the first one that's in the if statement. So it might not be that bad of a deal, big of a deal, but there's some danger in this. Okay, so we have that. Save. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. I might be forgetting something. Okay, so it changes to home. That's good. Let's look at the back end. Let me restart the application because I want to see this from the very beginning. So when we first load it up, we don't get anything yet. We need to log in first. J Lin ABC. Okay, didn't print anything yet because they're both false. They're not true right now. So if I were to do this is the home page right here. I click the about button and then it changes to the about page and we get our first thing. So about is now true. If we were to press home, it goes back to the home page. Now about is false. I thought I told it to print out the home variable. Oh, okay, I remember. I know why it's not doing that. The reason why it's not toggling that is we need to I see. Oops. There we go. Need to do that. Okay. Okay, now it should be good. Okay, let's remember our place here. So we have 2 right here. We're gonna print our third one. I think we have to log in again though. Do our about. We're on the home page or the about page now. About is true. Then we do this. Uh-oh. Yeah, we have an issue. It should also toggle both of them, right? At the same time. now this is gonna get crazy. This can get really crazy here. Okay, there we go. Okay, yeah, it's gonna get a little complicated here. So we're on the welcome page. Press about, we go to the about page, and it says that home is true and about is true. Oh, let me see. What did I do? Oh, oops. About. Alright, one of these should not be. Yeah, this is the danger I was talking about right here. This is a little complicated right here. Okay, so we do about, we're on the about page. When we do that, we get home is false, about is true, that's good. Press the home page, and I see. So this is what I'm going to do to make this less confusing. We're going to redesign this logic a little bit. We're not going to do a toggle. Switch to about. Switch to home. We're going to just do about is going to be true. Boom, right away. And then this one, we're going to set to false. Switch to home. Home is true. About becomes false. Simple logic. So we don't get confused with switching. Uh-oh. Oh, oops, I forgot to move these down to here. Navigation. Okay, switch to home. And it might come down to the point where we have an actual switch statement. Eventually, we don't need these. Switch to about. On the callback, you do not need the parentheses. There we go. It might come down to making a switch statement. Okay, so we're on the home page. Click about. We're on the about page. Home is false. About is true. Click the home page. Now we're back on the home page. And home is true and about is false. There we go. Let's test it again. I want to go to the about page. I'm going to go to the home page. Okay, so here's a simple tiny thing right here. We got this going. Okay, so they made this variable called page basically set to the input of whatever you choose for this radio input. And then if page is equal to home, then boom, 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 boom. It makes this here. Else if page is about. So a lot more easier than what I made. Mine was very complicated, overly complicated. This is all you need right here. That's good and simple. But I want to I I do see a value in this running like a real application. Maybe not like all this complicated stuff here, but having it where you have an on-click event. These little functions right here are really nice and handy to have. Because then, what if you wanted to do extra stuff when you click a button? Maybe you wanted to run multiple things when you click that button. This is the way I'm going to do it right here. And here's the login stuff right here. Let's go ahead and we will quit this. We need to do the git stuff. Git add everything. And let's check what it added. Okay, only the app.py. Eventually we need to split up the application too, but that's okay. Git commit /m for message. Our message going to be added a multi-page view logic with about and home page. Okay, and then we need to do the git push. Sign into GitHub allow. Oh, that's nice. If you do this through Visual Studio Code, you can just do it like this. Open the link. Oh my gosh, I don't even need to go and look for my freaking app, what do you call it, token thing. Oh, wait. Okay, now we have this in our var/ww, kind of where you put a WordPress website, right? Let's see, cd, go into dashboard. Okay, so all we need to do is like do a git pull, and that just pulls it right away. Okay, cool. Now I think what we also need to do a sudo system control restart. So then dashboard. And I'm going to go ahead and restart the Apache web server as well. I don't know if I need to do that, but yeah, we'll just do that. Okay. Now let's test it live. Make sure that it works. Alright, so here's the website live at solon.com. Go to dashboard. It's the same password. Eventually I'm going to have to change that when I put like some real data on here. Okay, so here's the about page. Or I mean the home page with the about link. Press the about link, get our about page, get the home link, press the home link, we get the home page with the about link. Okay, so it works pretty good. I think that's going to be it for today.